Modern day slavery exists to this day. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how modern day slavery still exists to this very day. And it's happening every day in front of our eyes. You just don't see it. You haven't put on a set of Cartiers. You haven't put on a set of Cartiers, or you're not looking at things from a financially free perspective. Because if you did, you notice slavery does exist. And how this whole thing starts is I'm going to be talking about the system. I mentioned it, I talked about it in my last video, but the thing is this: the system exists for you to become a slave to the system. It all starts by you being told for you to be successful, you need to go to school. You need to go to school, you need to get a degree, you need to get a good job, and that's how you can live a good life. Everybody's told that ever since I can remember. That's just what it is. You're supposed to go to school to get a good job. But let me tell you the problem with this. So you go to school, you need to get a degree. So you get some financial student loans. You rack up hundreds of thousands of dollars so that you can become a doctor or an attorney or whatever. So then you get out of school. Now you're riddled with debt. So you start your whole career, you start your adult life getting out of school to pay debt, to work and pay debt. And then this American dream is sold to you where you need to buy a home. Buy a home, that's the best investment. You gotta do that. That's what everybody says. All these idiots tell you that. So then you go buy a house. They'll push you into more debt. Then you go and you have some kids. Then you need to upgrade your house, which puts you into even more debt. And then basically you're working your entire life to pay debt. Yeah, sure, you like to quit your job. You hate it, but you can't. You can't quit. Because you got to pay your bills. Yes, that's the reality. In fact, I learned this cold reality. My sister's boyfriend, doctor, genius guy, smart as shit, right? Smart as shit. Isn't fucking up to his neck in student debt. Yeah, he makes decent money. But I was talking to him and he said, you know what? You know what I figured out, Russ? I was like, what? He's like, I figured out that if I'm not writing the check, I'm not the boss. Huh, you don't say. Then you look at a guy like me. I've been a fuck up my whole life. Sold drugs, got 42 misdemeanors, 6 felonies. Like, I've just been fucking up my entire life. Get out of prison, start a business, learn financial, raise my financial IQ. And look at here. I write the checks. I don't have to go to work. I can do whatever I want. I have no student debt. I have no debt. Except good debt. I have good debt. I have debt against real estate and things like that, so that continue to bring in money, but I don't have any bad debt. And I get to do what I want. How does that happen? How does a guy like my sister's boyfriend, a doctor, do everything right in his life? Me, I do everything wrong in my life, but I end up in a better position. Because he was a slave to the system. He didn't see what was going on. He didn't understand how to beat the game. And you beat the game through becoming financially free through income producing investments or income producing assets, cash flowing assets. Cash flowing assets, cash flowing businesses bring in money when you're not working. That's the key. So if you got a bunch of real estate where your tenants are living there, they're paying you their rent, you're making money while you sleep. It's done. You beat the system through entrepreneurship and financial intelligence. So now do you see what I'm talking about? Are you seeing what I'm talking about? Slavery does exist. Slavery to a system where you work your entire life as a cog in the system, paying off your bills like a good old boy going to work. Yeah, they don't want you to get rich, whoever they is, like I always say that. They don't want you to get rich. That's why that myth is perpetuated. go to school, get out of school, get a good job, have student debt, that's okay, go buy a house. Yeah. And another thing is they don't teach financial intelligence in school. Do they teach you how to read an income statement? Do they teach you about different types of investments? They don't teach you none of that. Why? Because if you learn that type of stuff, you won't be a slave to the system. It's as simple as that. I'm glad that I could open your eyes to this if you really didn't see it before. And I'm really here, honestly, I'm here to try and help you become financially free. Not even if you don't become 100% financially free, you're at least gonna have some assets, some investments that are giving you cash flow while you're not working. You don't have to become like totally financially free like I am, where I can just wake up and fucking jerk off all day or do whatever I want. I could do that if I want, but I like to work. But I'm not saying that that's what I'm going to teach you, or I'm not saying that that's where you want to be or whatever. That because that takes a lot of work and a lot of risk. But I mean, I'm here to help you raise your financial IQ and hopefully get some side money coming in without you working. And then eventually maybe you can quit your job and live a financially free life. That is honestly my goal. And I mean, if I can do it, look at me. I'm covered in prison tattoos. I have one eye. I have a criminal record that's bigger than a damn phone book. But yet I lived a life that a doctor reveres. It was done through entrepreneurship and financial intelligence. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna keep saying that till my face turns blue. Like, comment, subscribe. Help the algorithm, help me out. I'm trying to spread the word of Russ. The word of Russ is being spread to everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, get the views up, get the algorithm going. Visit my Instagram, make me famous. Thank you.